And now, Andrew's Doers, Andrew Does Everything, proudly presents 233 It is based on the story of Cinderella with a plot twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young adult girl named 233. 233 had 22 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Yuma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphina, Tasha, Hannah, Isabella, Ramona, Tanya, Irina, Tilly, Hallie, Ruby, Erin, and Emily. All 22 of them constantly made fun of 233 made her do all the chores. 233 wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all! Said them all together. One day, the king of Deuce sent to Treasure Tumbleville's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, the king of Deuce sent to Treasure Tumbleville, his royal majesty, is going for a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling. Can I come? Asks 233, but she's not invited to the ball. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. They ran with huge excitement, and pick out dresses to wear to the ball, but argue over who will Prince Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling marry and fall in love with. He's going to marry me, said Tasha, the oldest sister, but her younger sisters disagree. Later, 233 is so sad, distraught and upset about not going to the ball and falling in love with and marrying Prince Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling. Whatever will I do? She whimpers. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and comforts her. There, now, my dear 233, she said. I'll fix everything for you, and you will become a royal princess with the help of a bit of magic. She then waves her magic wand. Because of that, 233 chores are all done. But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 233, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, 233 has 233 pumpkins and 466 mice. 233's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the 233 pumpkins into a handsome coach. The 466 mice into horses, and then turns 233 Ricolas into a gown and even a pair of glass slippers on your 100 feet. She said, I've never seen such a Deuce-sent to Treasure Top-tastic gown. And get a load of my glass slippers. Fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. 233's fairy godmother said, well, you can't. But have fun, 233, my dear. But I will warn you, return home before midnight, for the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before. And gave her a clock to tell her what time it is. And so, 233 accepted the warning. At the ball, the king of Deuce sent to Treasure Tumble said, Good evening, everyone. Prince Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling was wondering who he should marry. Isn't that right, son? In which Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling responded, yes, father. Suddenly, 233 arrived at the ball just in time. Prince Deuce sent to Treasure Toppling fell his love bird. He's walking towards me, say Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Yuma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Delphina, Tasha, Hannah, Isabella, Ramona, Tanya, Yadina, Tilly, Hallie, Ruby, Erin, and Emily all together. But Prince Deuce and Tumbling is not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 233 You must be 233 May I have this dance? Said Prince Deuce to Tumbling, in which 233 responds, I would be so delighted. And so they 233 and Prince Deuce to Tumbling dance happily together while the ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters watch them jealously. They shout all together, but soon 233 checks her clock and it's almost midnight. So she scurried out of the ball and she ran so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. The next day, the king of Deuce Center, Treasure to Tumbleville, and the prince Duo Sen Treasure Tumbling began their journey all around Duo Sen Treasure Tumbleville, trying to find the 233 who captured Prince Duo Sen Treasure Tumbling's heart and brought the glass slipper she lost with them. By the time they arrive, Prince Duo Sen Treasure Tumbling knocks on the door of the house where 233 and her 22 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 233 they find Tina to Emily. Prince Duo Central Tumbling then said, Ladies, my father, the king of Duo Central Tumblingham, and I have a favor to ask. Can any try on this glass slipper? Tina is first, but her foot is too big. Winona is next, but her foot is too small. Nonsense! It fits, she said. The rest did the same, but neither of their feet either. So, just then, the king of Duo, Central Treasure Tumbling, and Prince Duo, Central Treasure Tumbleville, noticed the 233 She looks strange. Your Majesty and Prince Duo Central Treasure Tumbling, is that you guys? She heard excitedly. 233 my dear daughter-in-law, we found you! Exclaimed the king of Deuce Santa Treasure to Tumbleville. And as she tried the glass slipper on, 233 transforms back into a princess and sheathed alongside Prince Deuce Santa Treasure to Tumbling, and the king of Deuce Santa Treasure to Tumbleville lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. And if you want to see some sequels, I've been debating on making them those. And I guess that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, share, and Editors Everything, and buy our merchandise at editors.everything.com. Take care. Bye. And now, for the 2763rd video special, Editors Everything proudly presents 2763 Rella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named 2763 Rella. 2763 Rella had 28 ugly, mean stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Delphina, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Firma, Herta, Rebecca, and the twins, Lara and Evangelina, Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Defina, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Firma, Herta, Rebecca, Alara, and Evangelina made 2,763 Rala do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Dina, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Defina, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Firma, Herta, Rebecca, and Alara and Evangelina all together. One day, the king of Duamilatra Sexavigenta Sepulingham's messenger said, Hear ye, the king of Duamilatra Sexagenta Sepulingham's is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Toba Ticola Super Sorting. But 2,763 Rala is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They argue over who will Prince Toby Ticola Super Sorting marry. Later, 2,763 Rala is so sad, doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother asks what's wrong. Why are you crying, 2,763 Rala? 2,763 Rala responds, I got chores to be done. I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting. 2,763 Ralas. His fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic. Her fairy godmother waves her magic wand, and then 2,763 Rella's chores are all done. But 2,763 Rella's fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 2,763 Rella, go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, 2,763 Rella has 2,763 pumpkins. Her fairy godmother turns the 2,763 Rella pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 5,526 strong horses, and then 2,763 Rella's rags into a gown and crown. 2,763 Rella said, I've never seen such a wonderful gown. Get a load of my glass slippers. 2,763 Rella's fairy godmother said, have fun, 2,763 Rella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken. 2,763 Rella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting was wondering who he should marry. 2,763 Rella's stepsisters. Let's say all together. He's walking towards me. But he's not. He's walking towards 2,763 Rella. 2,763 Rella. And Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting dance happily together. But later, 2763 Rella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the bus and ran so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Toby, Tickle's super sorting, was so worried, afraid that she might never see 2763 Rella again. So he traveled around Dumilla Sex Ginto Septuplingham to find her, and brought the tiny glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the home where 2763 Rella and her stepsisters lived, but instead of 2763 Rella, he found her stepsisters. Prince Toby Tickla Super said, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can you try on this glass slipper? But unfortunately, none of their feet are the right size." Suddenly, Prince Toby Tickla Supersonic noticed 2763 Rails singing. 2763, he said, "Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting, is that you?" He responded, "Of course it's me. 2763 Rella, you are from my father's ball. I love you. Will you marry me?" And fortunately, the glass slipper fits. 2763 Rella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. And maybe, Andrew's Doers, if you want to see some sequels, tell your friends about 2763 Rella 2. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and try to watch more videos, etc. Take care, Andrew's Doers. Bye.